You know I changed my life. I was in the trap OG, serving out white. Think about it day to day, day and night. Last night I had a drink, and it felt so right. In the trap was serving fiends. But work on triple B. Big 40 in my jeans.
Hip Hop Me Too.
Welcome to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops, Season 3. I am your host, Anthony Igadero, and I got my co-host with me, Mr. Blackwood in the building.
What up? Let's go.
Listen, man. I'm excited for this week, man, because I'm about to prove you, your predictions in week 1.
You know
wow, what? I love it right now. The only thing that you kind of been right about was the Scottie Barnes thing.
Right.
I'm gonna rock with you on that one because I like him.
And the Raptors prediction.
Well, I was with you too with the Raptors one.
Going 8th, finishing 8th, maybe.
Yeah.
Possibly.
What are we now? We just lost to Brooklyn today.
We were 8th before we lost to Brooklyn, so we may drop to 9th. Maybe we're now. We lost 5 games now, so I think we're 6-5 or something.
6-5.
Yeah.
We were on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, it was looking good. It was looking good to the refs. Cleveland game on Friday. Yeah,
wasn't great.
Questionable calls, but we should have.
We don't get fined, so we can say whatever we want.
Right, we can say whatever we want. We messed up though, man.
Yeah.
There was I forgot the youth's name, man. He had like 15 points, man. 15, 16 points coming off the bench, just shooting 50% from the 3, and we just Coach Nurse, man, I got to stop playing the 2 small guards at the same damn time, man.
It's tough.
Malachi Flynn, we need you to come out. Yeah, but dag, man, your defense is not the greatest at the moment. Yeah.
On a good note, Pascal came back.
Yeah, that was a good look to see.
Right.
Felt like we were forcing. Man, we're not doing well at home right now. That's what hurts. You know what I mean? We're road warriors on the road, but at home, we got a losing record.
I don't mind that loss today. You're playing against a monster KD,
of course,
the best in the world. How like
here we go.
It is what it is, right?
Here we go. Yeah,
but I was disappointed in the loss today, man. I wanted the
Definitely.
Raptors to win, obviously. People always say, oh, you're a Brooklyn fan, this and that. I'm not a Brooklyn fan. Stop it. I'm a Raptors guy. I've been a Raptors fan since day one. Stop it. Because I like KD. That doesn't mean anything. I like players as well. I'm very happy with the whole OG expanding his game, looking better.
Today was a battle with the refs, man. I think he called out the refs last night or 2 days after the Cleveland lost.
Right.
Called out the refs saying he's not getting no calls. You know what I mean? He's one of the guys that are not going to the line. He goes to the line like maybe 2.5 times a game, which is not good. It's not enough, but he is getting fouled a lot, so...
Those rules.
Yeah.
The rule change.
Yeah. Today's game was interesting. That second half... You know what? There was a play in the second half, man. When the beginning of the second half, OG drove to the bat. Like he had a wide open lane to the basket. He was gonna dunk that, give that OG special on the rim, and he missed the dunk, but clearly he got smacked on his way to the rim, and the refs didn't call it.
They didn't
call it, and it just went downhill from that, from the jump of the second half, man. It was brutal to watch, man. But
it's all good,
Raptors,
man. It's all
baby.
good.
Love
Go
you
Raptors.
guys.
Go Raptors.
Baby.
Listen, man, what is your play of the week, Mr. Blackwood?
Man, my play of the week, man. Shea Alexander-Gilchrist, man. Like that's the guy right there, man. I think he was playing against the Lakers.
Nice. Hamilton's finest.
Man. Oh my goodness.
What was the play?
The play, man. Shea comes off the screen, right? And he gives AD a cross a la Shea. You know what I mean? He gave him a cross a la Shea, leaves AD, you know what I mean? And then gives that Shea shuffle Euro step.
Oh yeah.
And he's so tall. So
6'5",
when he does his Euro step, he gets so much room and space. And then he gave the little left hand layup off the glass. Some English on it, you know what I mean? It was and it was an and one. That was definitely my my play of the week, man.
That was nice.
Shea.
And they won the game.
And
too.
they won that, man.
They beat the Lakers.
They got their only 2 wins from the Lakers. They got Lakers number right now.
They were down by 19 in that game and came back and won. The first game, I believe, was 26 and came back and won.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Come to Club Shay, man. No disrespect to Shad's shirt, man, but I think we got the real Shay over here.
Yo, my play of the week was from Franz Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
The way he dunked on Cat and Vanderbilt, Jared
Dang.
Vanderbilt,
Dang.
he came off and he's only a rookie, and he banged on both of them boys, man. I seen the look on Cat's face after.
He was like, "Damn, you got me. You got me."
So yo, that's my play of the week. Rookie watch. Talk to me, boy. Talk to me.
You know what? I got to go with your boy, man, Evan Mobley, man. Solid, man. He gave the Raptors fits. You know what I mean? Just definitely. He's averaging like 13 and 7 rebounds, I believe.
He had 18 and 5 against the Raptors.
18 and 5 against the Raps. So yeah, he's definitely a gem to watch, man.
Yeah.
And that was my rookie to watch.
You know what? You got me with that one. That's who I'm going with. On Monday, he had 15 and 10 against Charlotte. They won. You know what I mean? He comes back Wednesday. You know, he has 11 and 11, but they beat Portland. And then he comes back on Friday, you know, with 18 and 5 and beats the Raptors. So he cleaned the week, man.
He did.
And
He
did
did.
his thing. So my rookie watch is going to Evan Mobley as well, man. Team watch. Who do you have? Woods.
Oh man, the Miami Heat, man.
Miami Heat looking
I think they're
nice.
number 2 in the East right now.
Right.
They had a big win against Utah, you know, the regular season champs
They
on
just
the
beat
West.
Utah. That was beat Utah the other day.
The other
Yesterday?
day, yep,
Okay.
they, you know, and Tyler Hero, man, he's looking like, he reminds me of like, I'm gonna bring it back a bit.
Rex
know?
Chapman.
Not even, man. I'm gonna bring it back to boy bands, New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
John kind of looks like a younger brother or like a younger relative of Johnny. You know what I mean? He's averaging like 25.8, I think.
Right.
No, I'm lying. He's averaging like 21.3. You know what I mean?
That leads off the bench.
Yeah, that's off the bench.
Right.
And he gave Utah 29. Like, he's just an automatic bucket right now.
He said he was in the same league as Luka, Trey Young,
He's moving like
and Jason Tatum.
He's moving like
He's
it right
hooping
now.
like it, right?
He's hooping it like it right now. I think Jimmy Butler's criticism of him last season, you know, that probably,
Everybody criticized him though.
Everybody
man. He
gave
played
it to
bad.
him.
Everybody thought it was just like a fluke.
The bubble.
That bubble.
Yeah.
That bubble run that he had.
He's putting everybody on notice right now.
He definitely is.
Definitely. So that's my man right there, Tyler Hero, man. And and I got to shout out, you know, Kyle Lowry, the growth. Come on, man. He's over there. He's over there, man. He's over there making mans look pretty over there.
He definitely is, man. They said it was an upgrade from Goran Dragic. Like,
Yeah, you
we're
damn right it
happy.
was an upgrade. Hell yeah. I agree. I definitely agree.
My team watch is Philadelphia. They're 8-2. They lead the East.
Yeah.
They're number 1 in the East.
They're number 1 in the East.
You, Mr. Blackwood, you said they would not make the playoffs without Mr. Ben Simmons. Are you gonna take that back or are you gonna keep it? You're rolling with that still?
I got to stand on it, man. We'll see. We'll see the
That
durability.
was one of your craziest hot takes, I
the
believe.
durability of
Joel
Mr.
Embiid?
Joel Embiid.
Listen, man.
That's all that matters right now. He's doing
He's
it right now.
balling.
He's still hurt, but he's hurting.
Listen, man. He's stuck into it. That's how you're supposed to do.
All right, we'll see how
Not like
long.
that 80 last night said he had a stomach ache and was like, I'm out 7 minutes, bye.
That's a very good point.
You know,
Very
he was
good
getting,
point.
I think he was getting more smacked by
He was getting-
Portland
was
last
giving
night.
him
So
the business, man.
he was like,
Portland was giving him the
forget about
business.
it. It's not
Yes, sir.
happening. And he ran out the back door, went back to LA.
Yeah, that prediction right now is looking kind of sus, but yeah, I got to stand on it, man. I'm
Okay.
going to go with what I think. Durability is huge. It's a marathon,
They
not a
got
sprint.
guys. Thibault, you know what I mean?
No, Thibault,
Tobias
defensive
Harris,
specialist, yes.
Maxey.
Yeah, they got some guys.
They got some guys. So
They got some guys. They got some guys.
if they can trade Ben Simmons, man, soon, get his value up a little bit, maybe. But if I was them, I'd trade him, maybe Sacramento or somewhere and just get some pieces. Get
some
Bagley,
pieces.
get some,
Yeah.
maybe get Bagley and Halliburton, or I don't think they're gonna let go of Fox. De'Aaron
Nah,
Fox,
they're not
Sacramento.
gonna- that Fox is a
but
franchise,
because
man.
now you have the Davion,
Yeah.
who's a off night. He's a menace.
Wow.
So they have him. So now you
Yeah.
have 3 point guards over there. So they can let
They can
go
let-
of
they can let-
Halliburton
yeah.
and Bagley and say, okay, here, and
If
you
that
know,
were to happen, yeah, I'll have to.
I would say
I'll have to fall back on my prediction.
Bagley, Halliburton, and maybe Buddy. I think the money could match
It
up
could
like
match.
that. You know
But
what
for
I mean?
Ben Simmons, I don't know, man. Hopefully, he just needs a resurgence right now, man. He needs a new space. He got some mental health issues right now. You know what I mean? He's losing dollars. You know,
he's getting fined every time he misses now.
whole lot of money.
Philly's
man.
not going for it.
Not going for it at all.
So that's my team. They 8-2. They beat Chicago twice. Chicago's really good. DeMar DeRozan, my man Debo, is going ham right now. and Philly is tops, man. 8-2, baby.
Enjoy it.
Let's go.
Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
Yes, sir. We're gonna change things real quick. We're gonna talk about Scottie Pippen, man. Your boy, your boy Scottie Pippen, man. He's in the news again. You know, with his book Unguarded is dropping this week, I believe. And he just keeps going at Jordan, man. What's your biggest takeaway from this whole thing, man?
Yo, the biggest takeaway for me is just the blatant disrespect that he's been receiving from like his peers, the media. Like, first of all, people are trying to say like anybody could have filled in his spot.
I
You know what
believe
I
so.
mean?
I believe so too.
I mean, no, that will never happen.
Could Grant Hill have been in that spot?
No.
And they wouldn't have had the same results.
You know
A
what I
healthy
mean?
Grant Hill wouldn't have done the same thing.
But we don't know what a healthy Grant Hill looks like.
Man,
You've seen from I pulled up some stats here. You know what I mean? From 1991 to 1997. All right, Scottie averaged 20 points, shot 48 from the field, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, average. Okay, during that time he made 6 all defensive teams. You know what I mean?
Right.
And 6 all-star appearances. You know
Right.
what I mean? I say that to say the man was like he was like a LeBron / Kawhi Leonard role player. Not a role player, but he was like that, a pass first type guy with Kawhi type defense, LeBron type playmaking, willingly. You know what I mean? So when you talk about MJ, and MJ credit him, like I'm cheesed that Pippen gets at him about, you know, whatever and whatever. But what they got to understand is MJ and Pippen were the duo. And you can never downplay that.
Okay.
There's nobody in that era that you could put with MJ and win 6 rings.
I'm not gonna all the way say that, but when you say disrespected, you know what I mean? Scottie Pippen was a 6-time NBA champion. He was a 7-time All-Star, NBA All-Star. He won NBA MVP, I believe, once in the All-Star game. He was 3-time first-team All-NBA. He was 2-time All-Second Team, 2-time All-Third Team, 8-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. Like I think he's getting his credit, and he's made more money than MJ did in the NBA. Like I believe that he's been giving. You're on the top 50.
Right.
You were on the dream team over Isaiah.
Right.
Come on.
Don't say over Isaiah. John Stockton was over Isaiah.
John Stockton was over Isaiah, but
let's fix that
could
up.
we have put Isaiah over Scottie Pippen?
Hell no.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Did they need Scottie Pippen?
Of course they needed.
They didn't
Scottie.
need Scottie Pippen.
Who?
The dream team.
Clyde Drexler,
The dream
Magic,
team did not
Larry.
Dream team
What?
did not need Scottie Pippen.
Cut it out.
They did not. They
Cut
were
it
going to
out.
smack
See?
everybody.
That's the disrespect I'm talking
It's
about,
not.
bro. It's the disrespect I'm talking about.
It's not disrespect.
Bro.
I think.
Listen,
I think
man.
this whole book Unguarded is disrespecting himself.
No.
Like he said that, you know, he received a $10 million. Jordan received $10 million check
For the last dance.
for the last dance.
Right.
And him and none of the players received anything. Scottie, after 20, 30 years, you still don't know how to deal with your contract, sir? Like 20, 30 years and you still don't know how to do anything with it. Like negotiating a contract. You're still bad at that after 30 years. Whose fault is that?
Yo, I think it's
Answer
more
that
about
question.
It's
Whose
his
fault
fault.
is that?
I'll give you that. It's his fault.
After 25, 30 years, you still don't know how to
it-
negotiate a contract.
But it's principle.
You got nothing.
But it's principle.
Remember,
It's
the
principle.
documentary can't
MJ
sign
could have
off.
slid him a $2 million.
Why? What? So
Slide him a $2 million,
So
man.
let me ask you, MJ should have negotiated his contract back in the day too, right?
Hey, man.
He should have did
You
that
gotta
too,
understand
right?
the man's situation was different. Everybody's
Listen,
situation
the
was
co-
different, man.
listen, the
Everybody
own-
told him not to take it. I
Exactly.
understand
The
that.
owner told you don't take this deal because I
Right.
do not renegotiate contracts in the middle of. I do not do that. Don't sign it. Your
Right.
agent, don't sign it. You signed it, and now you're upset. Everything that Jordan said in the documentary, was it a lie? When you didn't want to come back
Yo.
and you want to get surgery, and you know you came out of the game, you know, and you were mad at
Tony Kukoc
Kukoc
and Phil,
and
all
Phil
that.
for not getting that, and you know,
Yo,
he
he
made the
shouldn't-
shot, by the way.
He did.
So
He
you're
did.
mad. Those are all things that are true. So
But
what are you mad
MJ
about?
should have never brought that up.
Why not? It's
He
the
wasn't
truth.
there.
It's the
He
truth.
wasn't there, though.
But it's the truth.
He wasn't there.
But I'm saying it is the
In
truth.
'94, if there wasn't a Fugazi call playing
on,
against the
man.
Knicks in the playoffs, He brought them to 50 wins.
Listen,
Pippen
man.
did his damn thing. That year was an all-star. You mentioned it. He was an all-star MVP.
He was.
He did his damn thing. You know what I mean?
Let me give
New
you.
York.
Hold up.
Oh,
Scottie
here we go.
Pippen averaged 16 points alongside Michael Jordan. 16 points. That's what he gave him. Not 25, not 30. 16 points when he'd been riding with Michael Jordan. That's what he gave him.
Okay.
So, Scottie Pippen, what year was he drafted? 87, I believe. 87.
Right.
So they didn't win till 91. So let's not
No.
They did not win. They did not win.
Don't sugarcoat it.
No. Scottie Pippen got drafted in 87.
Right.
And the Chicago Bulls did not win till 91.
Okay.
Let's not act like soon as Scottie Pippen just arrived, they won. They didn't win when he just arrived.
Hey.
That's not what happened.
But MJ wasn't winning either.
Listen, but
With MJ winning,
but
he was just a scorer.
But a statement that he made that if it wasn't for him, then there would be no Jordan.
Right.
Stop it. Cut it out.
He
Jordan
has
was already made.
He has every right to say
No,
that.
he doesn't
Why?
have already- he doesn't
Game
have the
one,
right, man.
when they
Come
made
on.
it to the finals, when they finally surpassed,
Stop it.
when they finally surpassed Detroit in '91, they made it to the finals, and they played against Magic. MJ was guarding Magic originally.
Okay, and you had
All
a
right,
triple-double.
all right?
Right.
Remember that.
Yes, the
and
one-
what
the
did,
one play.
And what did the common denominator that nobody talks about a lot is Phil Jackson. He was there from the jump, right? As an assistant, as in a head coach. But listen, Magic was guarded by Pippen. Game 2 on. And it was
won.
giving him the business
And they won.
defensively.
Okay,
He did his job.
So now,
All right?
Pippen could focus on defense.
No, it's not just defense.
And Jordan could focus on what he
Playmaking. Who led the league? Who led the team? Who led that team in assists, rebounding, everything but
Rebounding?
scoring. Everything but scoring.
Rebounding?
Until Rodman got there.
Okay.
Until Rodman got there, him and Horace Grant were sharing the responsibilities. He was averaging way
Listen,
more rebounds than Bill
so
Cartwright.
So
the
let me
first
ask you a
3P.
question. Why didn't they win when he first stepped on the scene? Like, why when Scottie Pippen was drafted from
Central Arkansas,
why didn't they just win right away when he got there?
Yo, the man had to build his way up.
Okay, so I want
Just like how Jordan had to.
I want to kill that narrative that as soon as Scottie Pippen jumped on the scene, they just won championships. No, they were still getting their ass kicked. They were still getting their they were getting their ass kicked by Detroit.
Yeah, they were.
And
Boston.
With the Jordan rules, they said we can't break Jordan, but we know we can break Pippen. So when Pippen was with the migraine and all that other stuff,
all good.
they didn't win. They didn't start winning until Scottie Pippen became a player.
What happened after the migraine?
Yo, Jordan said we're
Can
gonna
you
start
answer
this
the question?
We're gonna start this breakfast club and we're gonna get the weights with Tim Grover. That's what happened.
What happened after the migraine? No, I'm not even talking about the
They
Breakfast
went
Club.
to the Breakfast Club, started lifting weights, getting stronger.
Okay.
And
Here we go.
Jordan pulled all
Once
those
again,
guys.
The
Let's go.
disrespect.
It's just a fact.
Iggy, the disrespect
It's not
is real.
disrespect.
It's
He's
very,
disrespecting himself.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's just speaking the truth.
I think Scottie's drinking some of that bourbon. He's
that
selling.
bourbon.
That's what I think.
What is the name of the bourbon?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't want none of it.
We gotta be getting some of that.
I don't
man.
want none of that stuff.
I want all of it.
I don't want the book. I don't want no bourbon.
I want the
nothing.
book. I want
Scottie,
the bourbon.
Stop disrespecting yourself, man.
Nah,
This book,
Scottie,
like,
keep doing what you're
come on,
doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, putting everybody on notice. That he wasn't just a little sidekick to Jordan.
He was a sidekick.
No, he
That's
wasn't.
what he was.
They were a dynamic duo.
He was a sidekick.
Jordan said it himself.
That's his best
Jordan
teammate,
said it.
100%.
All right.
But you don't win without Jordan.
And you don't win, and Jordan don't win without Pippen.
You get anybody as a sidekick,
You can say
and they would
that.
have won. They would have won.
Nah. What happened with Jordan in Washington?
He was damn near 50 years
don't
old,
matter.
bro. What do you want? He was
It
still
don't
giving you
matter.
20.
It don't matter. What's 20?
So if Scottie Pippen was there, he would have won. What happened when Scottie Pippen went by himself and went to Portland and went to Houston? What happened to them?
I'm not gonna get into
What happened to him when he went to Houston and went to Portland?
when they had Lakers up in that game 7. You know the refs did what they did.
What happened to Scottie Pippen?
Donahue,
when he played?
whatever his name is, baited it out. Like, come on, man.
Listen.
Pippen had him. Pippen did it.
He didn't
Come
do
on,
anything because
man.
he didn't
He
win
just
without Jordan. So let's
And
not
Jordan
go
never
there.
won without Pippen.
When Pippen left Chicago, he looked real average. Real
You
average.
could say he looked.
He did.
No, he
He wasn't even the best player in Portland or Houston when he went there.
Yo, look how old he was. Look how old
He was old when he went to Portland?
Look how old he was.
He was old when he went to
Don't
Portland.
let the afro and
He
the.
wasn't
He was
old when he
dyeing
went to
his
Portland.
hair,
He
man.
was
He was
okay.
dyeing that shit.
Listen.
Come on, man.
Anyways, man.
Don't make that afro
Pippen-
fool you, even though the lineup was crisp.
It was definitely crispy.
You know what I mean?
But Pippen made a statement saying that Michael Jordan was determined to prove to the younger generation that he was still the man.
He knows
so that's
MJ.
why he released that whole, the documentary.
He knows MJ.
Because he wanted, he wanted to prove.
He knows MJ.
So-
He knows MJ, man.
But
He was his teammate for so long.
To me, saying that, who cares? So what if he wanted to do that? So what?
Because he's hearing the rumblings that LeBron is the GOAT.
Man,
from this younger generation.
Scottie Pippen said he wasn't the GOAT. Scottie Pippen said he was the GOAT. Scottie Pippen's drinking too much bourbon. Bro, cut it out,
what's the name of the bourbon, man?
I don't know. I don't want it. I don't want to have nothing to do with Scottie. You're embarrassing yourself, sir. Go sit down somewhere, man. Like,
Hey,
I'm not too happy with Scottie doing all
Don't
this
get it
stuff.
twisted. Kanye, you seen that Kanye interview? Kanye said, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, he was talking to Kobe, and Kobe was fascinated. Rest in peace, Kobe. He was fascinated by how fast Pippen moved his feet on the court.
He was great.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he was a good defender.
He was taking notes.
But let's not act
Don't
like
get
you
it twisted.
Let's not act like you didn't
Don't
get your
get
credit.
it twisted, man.
Let's not act like you didn't get your credit. You got your credit. You made tons of money. Whose fault is it that after 25, 30 years, you still do not know how to negotiate a contract, sir? You did. They cannot sign off anything without you saying, sign it off, correct?
True.
So you allow them to sign it off. So is it my fault that Jordan knows how to negotiate a contract and Pippen after 30 years? Sir, you ain't learned from the first stupid contract you signed?
Well, maybe he didn't. There has to
You
be
didn't
something.
learn.
There has to be
You
something
did not learn.
in this that nobody
so
knows.
He's mad that Jordan got 10 million, he got nothing.
Right.
Sir,
Right.
They cannot roll with the documentary unless you do not. If you don't sign off on it, they can't use it. So what are you doing? 25, 30 years, you still do not know how to negotiate a contract?
They probably didn't tell him that much money was involved. I don't know. I'm just saying,
Scott.
man.
You look silly, man. Stop it.
Yo, what's the name of his book? What's the name of his book?
Unguarded. I'm not getting
man.
it. I don't want to get it.
I'm copping that, man. When's it dropping? When's it dropping?
I think it's
man?
dropping this week.
Ooh, that's going to be a bestseller, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyways, we're going to move on to music, man. Kanye West was on The Breakfast Club. This interview...
Not the Breakfast
Club. I mean,
Club.
not the Breakfast... Drink Champs.
Drink
My
Champs,
apologies.
yeah. Shout out
Drink
Nori.
Champs. I was just listening to The Breakfast Club before I got here, and they were talking about it. That's why.
Right.
Stuck in my brain. But the Drink Champs interview with Kanye West.
Wow.
It broke streaming records. It broke...
Wow.
Just all kind of records, Revolt record, everything. This is like the hottest interview of the year so far, Kanye West.
Definitely.
What is your biggest takeaway of this interview?
My biggest takeaway was the way he kind of broke down the Drake situation.
Right.
I love the way he was like, because Drake is a messiah. He's a ninja when it comes to rap beef. You know what I mean? And he'll throw those subliminals. I mean, Jay-Z got credited for the subliminals when 50 used to call him out. Like, Jay-Z always throws these little subliminal shots, and 50 will just come out and say, yo, stop doing the subliminal stuff. Say who you're talking about. You know? I think Drake took a little, the boy, I mean, took a little of that and added it to his repertoire. And the shots that he was throwing at Kanye was like, Kanye didn't know what to do. So
saying something about House on the Hills.
Yeah,
Give your wife
all
the chills.
All that.
I didn't know that was directed to him. Was that directed to him?
I think so. I think so. Well, at least just to get him second guessing himself. Like, he knew about his insecurities. Look at his haircut now. But anyway, we're not even talking about
Edward
that.
Nigger hands.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, I was more fascinated. What stuck with me was when he said they're like professional rappers, and it was like a boxing match with Tyson and Holyfield, and he felt like he was Tyson, and Holyfield was throwing those elbows. Like, remember hitting up Tyson in the face with the elbows and like doing some, subliminal stuff. You know what I mean? And then Tyson just bit him on the ear. And then Kanye was like, yo, I just had to bite him on the ear. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, that kind of showed that Drake won. You know what I mean? Yeah. It showed me that Drake won the battle, and Drake owns real estate in his head.
He does.
Right?
He does for sure. Because he mentioned Drake so much in this interview.
Giving him flowers, giving him critique, shitting on him at times. But
that's where it confuses me. Like
he was everywhere at the place. Like,
I know they said he was bipolar. I seen it a little bit. I don't know if it's real or not, but I just kept seeing it. Like, when he was talking about Big Sean. And he was like, this was the worst thing he's ever done was sign Big Sean. And I'm like, wow. I was like, Big Sean is dope. Like, what happened with that whole relationship?
Right.
And apparently, Kanye owes him like $6 million, you know what I mean, or whatever. But Kanye was more upset when he was running for office, they didn't have his back.
Right.
And,
John Legend as well,
him and John Legend, they didn't have his back. So he was like, I changed your family, change your life with your family's life and got you guys in great situations and, you pretty much turned your back on me and I don't mess with neither one of them.
Right.
So then I believe the next day, Big Sean, or maybe even the same day, Big Sean posted a picture of him together with Kanye. I was like, I don't understand. He just said this. I was just with you yesterday.
Right.
So why didn't you say this when you seen me?
Right.
So I'm just saying, was it the alcohol from the Drink Champs or was this bipolar kicking in?
Maybe
what is
he
this?
didn't remember. It's possibly it's something. He has some type of conditions.
I'm like, why would you say that?
He's
Big
an
Sean
artist.
is dope, man.
He's an artist, man. At the end of the day, to be a great artist, what I'm outside looking in, what I'm seeing is like you got to be a little off. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's a musical genius.
He definitely is.
Right. So maybe it comes with it. You know what I mean? That's Kanye. So you just gotta rock with it.
But I do love the relationships that he has. Biggs was there, when he was talking, Biggs was in the back. He named his daughter after Nori.
Right.
You know what I mean? When he said that. And then one thing that stood out with me is the relationship with Dame Dash was like, you'll never have to work again.
Never.
Like, don't ever speak on a relationship. Like, that guy will never have to work again. And, when Kanye was going through a lot of his stuff with Jay, you'd always see him take pictures and be around Dame. So he's always been loyal to Dame.
Right.
You know what I mean? He said Dame is like, the best at what he does. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like the loyalty
you have to respect
that he has.
Dame put him on.
Dame put him on.
So like, you gotta pay homage. That's just
absolutely.
That's just a principle that you need to have, man. And I rate that 1,000, man.
I definitely rate that.
I love what he said about Beanie Siegel, man. You know what I mean?
I love that. That was a gem when he was like, he made up the name Yeezy.
Yeah.
He's like, I owe this guy some money. I'm trying to get this guy this money for a minute now.
Right.
He made up the name Yeezy and he explained it to Nori, and he went deep into it, man. I love the relationship that he still has with the guys. Obviously, Biggs was there in the back and still rocks with him. He said he would never do a versus against Hove. That's the boss.
Right.
You know what I mean? So but he also said, me and him fight all the time. But that's my brother, though. I love him.
Right.
Like, who cares? We fight, but I still love him.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So Kanye kind of showed some, he's human and he makes mistakes. You know what I mean? He's not trying to show come in an interview and show I'm just this perfect guy.
It was a dope interview.
It was a dope interview, man.
Definitely.
Shout out to those guys, man, at Drink Champs, Nori.
Yeah, man.
That was a dope one. What else? It was funny though how he. So this is another thing. The whole Soldier Boy situation when he was like Soldier Boy. He was like, Soldier Boy is like, this guy in the future and this and that, and he was like, okay. Soldier Boy's mad at you. You took the verse off the album. Right. And he was like, did you hear the verse? He was like, was it good? He's like, no, he laughed. Soldier Boy went crazy.
Yeah,
he was
man,
yelling.
You text the man, though,
yeah,
man.
but that's what I'm saying. It was in the text saying that the verse was dope.
Hard. It was dope.
So, again, is he bipolar? Like, what's happening?
Right.
Like, I don't get it. We can't blame it on the alcohol.
You can't. That's just...
You sending text to him.
You know what? At that moment, he felt it was dope. And then when it was time to really put out that track or complete that track, he probably wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? So life of an artist, man, it's different, man. And he's so used to putting out classics, so you gotta kind of rock with his mindset. He wants a classic. You know what I mean? So
nah, man. He. This is definitely a dope interview, man. If you guys haven't checked it out, man,
Go
check out that interview with Drink Champs Nori. They got a dope podcast over there, man.
You
definitely gotta. It's breaking records, man. It's breaking records. I love it. I love their show, man, for sure.
He did the diss to Talib Kweli.
Oh man, Talib responded to. He's pretty upset about it.
He was pretty upset, man. But like,
it's funny. I had to laugh.
The book smart line, like that had me, man. Like there's so many, and I get that sometimes too. There's so many articulate book smart people out here. You know what I mean? That want to argue with me. And they hit me with all these big words and they articulate themselves well, but like. Your point still does not count. You feel me? Like, and I like the way Kanye kind of called him out on that, and
he said he said he felt like Common was a better rapper.
Facts.
I do too. There's nothing. There's no shame in that.
No shame, man.
Yeah, man. Kanye was a dope interview, man. I really enjoyed it, man. Like I said again, anybody who haven't seen it, go check it out. You know what I mean? What else did you take away from that? The Soldier Boy, you got the Big Sean situation.
What about that savage group chat message? It's dope to hear, like, you know, we're all like a fly on the wall. You know what I mean? So when Drake was throwing them subliminals at Kanye, you know, Kanye responded with a group chat message like to Jay and Rihanna and Drake and Pusha and all of them. And then I'm paraphrasing, but he said, like, I'm worth more than all you guys combined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just like,
is he worth more than all of them?
I doubt it. You know what I mean? I mean, flip. Rihanna's a billionaire.
And Jay-Z's a billionaire.
They're certified billionaires. You know what
certified.
I mean?
So like,
and Drake said, don't watch Google numbers. Like, don't watch what they put on Google about his shit. Like, so you already know the boy's he's on something different. You know? So I'm like, Kanye's his biggest fan. Definitely. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So whatever he feels, that's what it is. But I like the way he reached out and he said what he had to say and he brought that to the light. Like, yo, these guys, they all connect some way, somehow. So I thought that was super dope. That was one takeaway I took from it as well. Like, it wasn't really beef like that. You know what I mean? But yo, it was kind of dope to get a little insight on that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways, man, I want everybody to go subscribe, go like, go share. Hip Hop Hoops Season 3.
Yes.
This is episode 4, man. Episode 4.
Lucky number 4, Chris Bosh.
Episode 4,
Legendary.
man. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, go subscribe. Go like, go share, go comment. Support Toronto's #1 podcast. Hip Hop and Basketball Podcast.
Come on, man. We're hip hop meets hoops. That's what we're doing. Salute.
We are out of here.
Think about it day to day, day and night. Last night I had a drink and it felt so right.
Energy was real on that one.